Hi guys, so today we talked about writing your draft for your story. Yesterday we talked about the pre-write and how you choose your topic, how you create your characters, plan your setting, plan the events of your story, the problem, the solution, how you draft all of this onto a story map. Today we talked about how you take the story map and use it to help you write your paragraphs. Okay, so this is the story map. We take the information from our story map and we use it to write our paper in paragraph form. Okay? You are free to change the characters. You are free to change the story. You are free to change the plot. You are free to change the setting. It is all from your imagination. So you get to choose whatever you want for your story. So the person who wrote this took the information from here and they wrote about the story using the story map. You can go to page 390 and 391, 390 and 391, read the story map, and then read the story and see how the information relates to each other. Okay, this is just an example. Now we have covered 4 things that you need to do when writing your story. Pre-write, choose a topic by making a list of ideas and selecting which one you want to talk about. Write down questions that tell you what information, pre-write, make a list of the topics that you might want to talk about, the stories that you come up with, the ideas you have for stories. Write them down and choose one that you want to build your story map around. Then write down any information, little notes, thoughts you have about your story. Organize them in your story map. Use the story map to write your first draft. Okay, we call it the first draft because once we finish it, we're going to go back and we're going to look for mistakes. And we're going to go back and rearrange or add details to make our reading more exciting. Okay, so let's take a look here. This story, written as an example in our book, it's called Team to the Rescue, and it's about a girl and her aunt who save a man from a frozen lake in Alaska. Now, if we look at the story, we find that Beth and her aunt were mushing across the frozen lake. It tells how they saw someone that was shouting. It's how they saw someone ahead and she shouted, and they found the man holding onto the ice. He grabbed the rope, they pulled him out. This is the same information that we have in our story map. Okay, holding onto the ice, pulled the rope, the dogs pulled him out. This story map can help you when writing your paper. It helps you put your thoughts in order. It helps you organize your ideas. It helps you remember what to write next, okay? Helps you to keep your story in order. All right, so once you write your draft, your next step will be to revise. Now, when we are revising, we do several things. One, we go through the paper and we look for mistakes. When we are revising, we go through and we look for mistakes. Maybe there's a grammar mistake. Maybe we forgot to capitalize something. Maybe we misspelled something. Maybe we made a run-on sentence. Maybe we forgot to put quotation marks. Any kind of mistake we make, we can fix when we are revising. Just like when you revise when taking a quiz, here you revise by going back and finding your mistakes and correcting them. Okay? We can also make better sentences. As we are writing, we should look to add more details and more information to help our reader have a clear picture of what it is we're explaining or trying to describe. So if, for instance, we said there are trees on the side of the lake, we could say there are tall pine trees on the side of the lake. We can give more information to make what we are saying clearer to our reader. Okay, so this is our next step. First, we pre-write, choose a topic, create a story map with all of the information that we want to use in our story, use the story map to write our draft. Once our draft is complete, then we're going to revise it. Revise by adding details, revise by checking for mistakes, revise by reorganizing if we have something that should be moved around in our paper, revise by removing something from our paper if it needs to be removed. This is the next step that we go through. All right, next week on Sunday, we will talk about proofreading and we will talk about publishing next week. Then we're going to go through the steps of writing a story together before we begin to talk about your project, okay? All right, that's it. That's all we did today. I'll see you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.